Hello, my name is Saji Sebastian. I would like to discuss about learning centers in mathematics. I use this strategy in my classroom when my students need more practice on skills that have already been taught. Say for example, the unit I discussed was solution of quadratic equations and applications of quadratic equations. Skills: solving quadratic equations by factoring, solving quadratic equations by completing the square, solve quadratic equations using quadratic formula, applications of quadratic equations. First of all, we need to identify the skill to be practiced. So for that, and after that, we have to organize by the level of difficulty. To identify the skills to be practiced, we can do any kind of assessments like test, quiz, or observation. And after identifying the skills, we need to organize them by the level of difficulty. Just like I did, like here, it is the first one is solving quadratic equations by factoring, just like I have mentioned here. After that, I need to divide my class into different sessions based on the skills that they need to practice, like this. And we must assign each skills to each stations. The first station, I assigned the skill solving quadratic equations by factoring, and the second station I assigned solving quadratic equations by completing the square, and third station solve quadratic equations using quadratic formula, and fourth one applications of quadratic equations. We must provide the best learning activities that help the student to mastery in the skills. The most powerful one is the hands-on activities depends upon. Say for example, if it is a geometry class, we can provide a lot many hands-on activities. It all depends upon the subject. And we must provide at least 35 minutes for practice. After that, we need to assess the students for their mastery. So during this section, the advantage of it is I can give them the corrective teaching, that whenever a student have a difficulty, I can help them, or I can teach them if they have any misconceptions, I can right away I can correct them, and I can reteach as it's a small group. And also it is very easy to assess the students. And another thing is, what I do is I usually incorporate ACE to incorporate their writing skills. A for answer, C for computation, and E for explain. That means the student need to explain or write how did they get the answer as a group, so that will help them to develop their writing skills. And another advantage is that the student have more verbal interactions that help their language development and social skills. Say for example, for the first station, I give them this assignment to work on. They need to work on this assignment. And for the second station, I have to give them another assignment. And for the third station, students will work on another worksheet based on the skill, and also the fourth one is the applications. So the next day they need to rotate as it is directed. Say for example, the first station goes to the second, and the first station student goes to the station 2. Station 2 rotate to third, third goes to fourth. And what I need to do for the second day is I need to change the assignment for the station first, because the fourth station student already practiced it, so I have to provide them more challenging questions. So I have to keep it for 4 days so that everybody could get a chance to practice on each skills. It's a very good strategy. I use it a lot in my class. Thank you so much.